Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? I mean, I don't know if there's anyone there right now. This is the first time I'm streaming. I'm super nervous. I've never used this computer before, so I hope everyone can hear me okay. I hope I put all the settings okay, and just be patient with me today, okay? My name is Riku, and today, since it's a lazy, rainy Saturday evening, I figured a good game to play was a game related to one of my favorite hobbies, and that's reading books. Cause I'm a book nerd, so I chose a game that I really, really like. I played it once not too long ago. I didn't finish it, of course, but it's relaxing and it's about just decoding a few pages of classic books. It's a really nice project made or supported by Project Gutenberg. That's like an online free library for classic books that are copyright free, of course. So I don't know, just something different, something relaxing, something that's like my style. I'm not good at video games really myself, and I don't know, it's like um I feel like I really, really, really suck at playing games normally. So I decided to choose something that I love and something that is simple and something that I'll enjoy. So I will just be playing to enjoy myself. And if any of you want to help me decode these books, it will be a lot more fun. So let's try to do this. Please, please be patient with me. Let's go to the game then. So this is the game. Pros and codes. As you see, it's super simple and I haven't done anything on this file. I know I'm not great at setting things up so you can see like the top of the game window. It doesn't matter. I did what I could. Let's see. Let's be player 2, I guess. Play. Um. Mm, Progressive. That sounds good. Play. So this is just like the tutorial and the explanations. It tells you how to play the game. It's super simple. It's just decoding what the text says. Of course, the tutorial is super, super easy. So let's click. This is the letter we're missing, and that's the letter. Good job. It's really simple. Each letter has been swapped with another letter, and use the keyboard or the alphabet below to fill in the missing letters. I'm using the mouse and just clicking on things because that's more comfortable to me. So let's continue. And I've already played the tutorial, so I know how to play the game. I'm just showing you a bit how it's done because I know this is not a popular game. Most of you probably never heard of it, or unless you're book nerds like me. But it's a really simple game and I just want to show you how to play. So to select a blank, you can click above or below it or press tab to go to the next. And solved blank. Likewise, you can use the arrow keys. Yes, I know. If you get stuck, you can fill in a random blank. So there, you can fill in a random blank using the hint. So we have hints if we are too silly for this. I hope I don't need to use hints. That will be a bit embarrassing. But let's see, continue. So this is the first one. Let's play it. Fartful blah blah. I know this one. Fear of danger. fear of danger is is that's an M. Don't expect me to do them in order. I try to fill the gaps I can. Oh, who's there? Who's there? Hello. I'm just another dragon. Hi. Thanks for joining. I hope this game is not too boring for you. I really like it, and it's about books. I don't know if you like books. Hope you do. Fear of danger is times. Is 10 times more terrifying than it's so 1,000. Okay. Good job. We've solved our first code. Fear of danger is 10,000 times more terrifying than danger itself. Yeah, that is pretty accurate. So, the life and adventures of Robinson Crusoe. I think I read this one for school long time ago. Let's go to the next one. It's missing way too many letters. I feel silly. I will assume this is in yes. Okay. I'm so bad at this. No, 4, 4. Oh, wait. Is it putting things? I didn't say that was. Oh no, it's not. Oh, did I just click it by chance? No, can't be. What if I think this is a different letter? Oh, it won't tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, this is scary. I don't know. This is probably okay. I could be so wrong here. What am I doing? Oh no, I'm already lost. And B is I'm so lost. So this is still adventure. Fish. Why this is not an S? Why this is an N? Yes, that makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense. Fine. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I thought that would be better. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Let's see. Be protected? No. Projected? Narrative? Be and attempting Okay. Person attempted to find a motive in... Oh, I think I'm getting it. I'm not as bad as I thought. Yes, this is hard. It's so hard. Persons attempting to find a motive in this narrative, blah blah blah, be prosecuted? Person attempting to find a moral in blah blah, will be banished. Okay, that's hell. Well, oh, I got it! I somehow did it! Persons attempting to find motive in this narrative will be prosecuted. Person attempting to find a moral in it will be banished. Persons attempting to find the plot in it will be shot. Oh god, what is this book? The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I actually haven't read this one. That makes sense. That's probably why I had no clue what I was doing. I hope the next one is not too hard. It is hard! I will assume that this is an A or an I. It will make sense both ways. None? None, nun, nin. Let's assume this is a none. None was? That might be wrong. In or an? We? Did that help in any way? Loneliness. None. See, this is the same as this. None was, none was, nin with. What vowel is this? It's not E. None was, nin with, none was. I am so bad. I don't know. Help. Please someone help me. Can I don't want to cheat. I don't want to use the hints. What is this? Nin with? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think that's an I. This one might be an I. Wait. Maybe if I do this and this. Let's see. No, that's definitely not it. Nope. I need help. If I put an S here, S is not only a single word, is in, and it's not a single word. I'm so lost. I think I will have to go for a hint. I don't want to, but I think I'll have to go for a hint. Let me delete the I too. Hint, please. Okay. Thank you. Man was... I felt so bad I used a hint though. Are dragons. I have no clue if I'm doing this correctly, but dragons. I like dragons. We must order to conquer it. Okay, there. I don't think man was meant to attain happiness so easily. Oh, I think I got it. Happiness is like those palaces in fairy tales whose gates are guarded by... I did it! I only needed one hint. I feel bad I used a hint, but the hint really helped. I don't think man was meant to attain happiness so easily. Happiness is like those palaces in fairy tale whose gates are guarded by dragons. We must fight in order to conquer it. I actually find it really, really funny that everything was almost blank and then I was like, dragons! It says dragons! Because I like dragons. I really like dragons. Oh, I didn't check. I didn't check what book it was. Can I go back? Tales of Danger Day. Oh, I don't know what I did. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll check the book later. Blah 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 is... This is a D. Line, life. This is life. Well, life itself. Blah 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 blah. Lies. This is an O. An M? This is partially, I think? No, it can't be partially. Delete. This. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. There. Ooh, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting better at it. Yes! When life itself seems... Can it be the M? Or we already have M? No. What life itself seems... lunatic? When life itself seems lunatic, who knows where madness lies? Perhaps to be perhaps to be too practical is madness to surrender dreams. This, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Yes, I did it. That was, oh my god, that was fast. When life itself seems lunatic, who knows where madness lies? Perhaps to be too practical is madness. To surrender dreams, this may be madness. Too much sanity might be madness. And maddest of all, to see life as it is and not as it should be. I like that. What is it? Oh, Don Quixote. That's why I like it. Yes, I read this. Though I read it in Spanish. So I wouldn't have recognized this probably. It is a good book, but it's not a book I recommend anyone reading. Because to understand Don Quixote, you have to know a lot about the life of the author and what happened to him and stuff like that. That's not fun. There's a lot of self-references to his life, to what was going on in the country at that time, especially in the second part, because the book is 2 books, really. And the second book has a lot of things and complaints and stuff related to someone else trying to take the first book and make a sequel without the author's permission. So the author made in the second book some characters that tried to steal his idea and retell Don Quixote in a different way. It is hard to understand when you don't know the history behind it. In fact, the best way to read this book is to read it as part of a class or a book club where someone knows what this is about. So let's see what's next. Okay, this one's short. So I will assume this is an S just because it will make sense here. As far, this is probably an no, or this is probably an I am me. As for me, okay, I'm getting it. I am getting the hang of it. As for me, I am tormented and everlasting. This helps me practice my English too. Everlasting for things remote. I love to sail forbidden seas and land or barb. That might not be it. So I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. As for me, I am tormented and everlasting. Everlasting. Itch. And seas and land on barbarous coast. Okay. Enlightenment guide. Anti-bites. Excitement and guide. Can you believe that I'm just missing one letter and I have no clue what it is? I think it's this. Yes, there. I can't believe it took me so long to figure the last letter. As for me, I am tormented with an everlasting itch for things remote. I love to sail forbidden seas and land on barbarous coasts. What is the form? Moby Dick. Herman. I don't remember if I've ever read Moby Dick. Maybe? Maybe not. Next! Let's assume, just for the sake of assuming, that this is the... on this, let's say, I think this is all. Increase on the 7th day. What the hell am I complaining? 7th day. So the blah 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 blah. On the 7th, let's say this is an O. On the 7th day, all hope was lost. So oh, I know what it is. The raging storm increase in fury until there it goes. I did it. The raging storm increased in fury until on the 7th day all hope was lost. Yay! Want another title? I want another title. Let's see. The Swiss Family Robinson. I haven't read this one either. I feel bad. I love classic books, but I grew up with different classic books. The one that this game is speaking are not the ones that I used to play. Or I used to read, not play. I don't play classic books, so that might be fun. Next. Hey, thank you. I'm getting better. I'm super lost on this one. Let's assume this is man. Man on okay, 15 men. I'm getting better. 15 men on the and 15 men on the dead man. Oh. And a bottle of rum. Oh, okay. This is a pirate song. Bottle of rum. Yes. 15 men on the dead. I actually don't know what these ones are. This one is Yo Ho Ho. 15 men on the dead man. It's not an I. I'll use a hint. I'm sorry. I have no clue what the last word is. Oh, man's. Best West. Why did I put W? That's not what I mean. Jesus. I'm actually lost. Quest Best West X says not says. I think I'll just try the letters now because I'm just missing one and I don't know what it is. There it is. I feel so stupid with that one. 15 men on the dead man's chest. Okay. And a bottle of rum. I have a problem when I'm a bit blind right now, even if I have glasses on. So I wasn't reading chest there. I was reading EEST. So I was trying to figure out what was on the front, and I didn't realize it says that was an H. There you go, Treasure Island. Good job. I also read it in Spanish. Let's see. This is probably a when. Let's see. When blah 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 blah. Let's sing. Maybe. When blah 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 blah. let's say this is an A. As I in this is an N. I can pick N. It to be. I'm just improvising here. I'm good at guessing normally. So as I it to be not in with a bow and an arrow in his hands and spear at his back. So when bending downwards as I go, I like to be a creature not 6 inches high with a bow and arrow in his hand. My eyes don't as much as I could. I receive. No, I when bending my eyes downwards as much as I could, I perceived it to be a human creature not 6 inches high with a bow and an arrow in his hand and a quiver. This reminds me a lot of the time machine, but I don't think it's a time machine. Let's see what it is. Gulliver Travels. Okay, yeah, it makes sense too. Oh yeah, it makes sense now. I read this when I was super young because it was one of my mom's favorites. She used to read it to me when I was really little, and then I read it myself. Well, let's just go to the next. Every time I see a T or something like that, I assume it's the. But I could always be wrong. It could be something completely different like toe or tie. In fact, I was probably wrong there. But this is probably an N, like end. And this is probably wand or send. No, it can't be send because we already have S, wand, band, and T. This one is probably not the previous one. And the tail? No, I already used it. On. in his right hand or on his right hand. Can't be feet because we have a T. Arm man stood in silence. Yeah, I'm getting it. And in a huge. I said huge, please. Huge cloak. And the face covered with a mask. Wrapped. I did it! I know this game is probably boring everyone to that, but I'm really enjoying it. On his right hand and on his left two arm men stood in solid silence, each wrapped in a fuchsia cloth and the face covered with a mask. What is this? Let's see. What is this? Show me the book, please. The Man in the Iron Man. I actually didn't read this. I'm not a big fan of Alexander Dumas. I like the Count of Monte Cristo, kind of, but I'm not a big fan. Not my style at all. I know some people love Alexander Dumas. It's just like, I don't know. Not my cup of tea. Let's see. What else? Bring me more codes. Something with, maybe? Dinner with him was that he was without imagination. I have imagination. He was in the things. That's an F there. Of life. But only there. The trouble, that's an R. The trouble with him was that he was without imagination. He was an alert in the things of life, but only in the things and not in the significance. So he was I actually don't know what this word is. But he was quick. He was quick? No. That's not what I meant. There. I got it! I can do this! The trouble with him was that he was without imagination. He was quick and alert in the things of life, but only in the things and not in the significance. Next quotation. Lost Faith. I haven't even heard of this. Though I have to admit I haven't read much by Jack London. I don't know what is it about him. It's like his stories, when you read the plots and the summaries, they all sound amazing. But when I actually try to read them, I just don't like his narrative. Like, I don't like his style. I can't get, like, into the books. Well. I guess for some reason I'm just doing only adventure. And I'm not much into adventures. Can I pick a different genres? Oh yeah, children, sci-fi, drama, notable, mystery, horror. Mystery, please! Okay, how do I solve something? Do I have to go one by one? Oh. Yes, I think I have to go one by one. Play or read, but if I go to mystery... Okay, yeah, there, play. Haha, let's go to a genre I like better. Uh, um, this could be an I or an A again. Let's. Oh, it can be an. It has to be an I. So let's assume this is a T then. It is a mistake. It is a mistake to strangeness. This is mystery. The most commonest crime is often the most mysterious because it presents no or special features from which deductions may be drawn. It is a mistake to confound the strain. Yay! I like mystery. It is a mistake to confound strangeness with mystery. The most commonplace crime is often the most mysterious because it presents no new or special features from which deduction may be drawn. That is good. I like it. A Stan Scarlet. Yes, makes sense. Not surprised we get some Sherlock here. Oh, I feel so much more comfortable doing mystery. Hell? I don't know if that's correct. Held? This could be another thing, so no. This is hard. Let's assume this is the for a second. It can be the. Nope. Already made a mistake. Ever, maybe? Or even. Ooh, that makes sense. Let's see. Even. And that. Hi, someone followed a few seconds ago. Hello, welcome. I'm just trying to decode a few things here. This is a game about decoding passages and quotation from classic books. And I just switch from adventure to mystery because I like mystery a lot better. And after I do a few from mystery, I might do a few from horror as well. I don't get along with romance or stuff like that, so I'll stick with the genres I like. So even blah 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 blah, I can use help with all of these. This should be a D. That are. This is life and death, definitely. Even for those to whom life and death are equal, there are some things that are still held in are equal Equals equals mm, not sure what to do here. I don't think best is the right thing here. So I don't have more vowels. Respect. Oh no, this is not the. I'm an idiot. This is a P here. That's what I tried to do. Equal. Yes, equal. Here's where my lack of English shows. Even for those whom life and death are equal chests, there are some things that are still held in respect. And this is from The Murders of the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe. Yes, that is a good book, though I haven't read it in over 20 years, or around 20, no, 15 years or so, I guess. I read it when I was a teenager. So there was no way I would remember the quotation. Next, please. Yay, easy. Never the blah, 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 not even to the north. It's complicated, and I thought it would be easy. Never. Not even. Never. Sorry, I was. Sometimes I forget I have to think in English. Origin. 4? Let's see, what happens if I try this? No, it can be an R, because I said this is the R. It can be not. I need a hint for this one. Sorry. Oh, okay. Never there, no. No, not even to the person who knows best. No. Person. No, it can be. No, best person for door. I have no clue what is this one. I'm sorry. Oh. True. Oh, okay. It started to come together, you know. Never tell all you know, not even to the person you know best. Okay, yeah, it made a lot of sense there. I did so bad. I'm ashamed for that one. What is this book? The Secret Adversary, Agatha Christie. I actually haven't read that one. I know, at least not that I remember. I read a ton of Agatha Christie books when I was young because my mom had a collection of like all of them that took like the whole bookshelf, like 3 or 4 shelves of just Agatha Christie books, and I read most of them, but I don't remember them all. I don't remember this one. She let's see. Right now I'm just filling blanks of words that make sense. I'm not really reading. Okay, let's see. This is probably an L. To Sherlock Holmes. Ooh, we get a character name. To Sherlock Holmes. That's not how you spell. Okay. To Sherlock Holmes, she is always the woman. Seldom heard him mention her under any other name. Inside, she collapsed the whole of her. Here, Hello, Unicorn Cupcake. I'm playing a really silly game where I'm supposed to decode quotations of classic books because today is a rainy day over here and I wanted to read a book and I couldn't pick a book to read and I'm alone home. So I decided to play a game about books instead. And I'm really bad at it, though I read most of the books and I feel really bad. Right now we're playing on the mystery category. I played a few on adventure. I completely skip over romance because I don't care for romance. And in a little bit I'll probably do a few horror. I assume this is a B. Sometimes I can use some help because I'm bad at this, but of her X? Yay! So we got a quotation here. To Sherlock Holmes, she is always the woman. I have seldom heard him mention her under any other name. In his eyes, she eclipses and predominates the whole of her sex. Yeah, of course it's by from Sherlock Holmes. Next, let's do one more mystery because I go to horror. This is for a mistake. And as I'm just guessing, and as let's assume this is an E. Reason. Well, as B T. Let's see. As a poet and as a I have no clue. This is a U. Will reason well as I guess your wife in the last stream she did to draw fan art of you, so I was wondering if you were also okay. Yes, of course I'm okay. I love fan art. Sometimes I get fan arts on my other personal stuff that I do in Spanish and I really really like them, so of course I would love to say something like that. You can send them to us or tag us in any social media. You can find all our social media if you type thesnailcafe.com and you can send it or show it to us or tag it anywhere and we will gladly repost it and tag you and everything too. It will be really really nice actually. If you have any questions of anything about us and our models or anything, just ask. Don't be shy. And if you want to help me figure out some codes here, I also don't mind. Let's see. I'm guessing it's a mirror. Oh, I had a letter wrong. As a poet and as a mathematician, he will reason well. As a mere mathematician, he could not have reason at all. I did it! Yay! I did it. This is from the Prose letter Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know if I read this one. I don't remember. I read some stuff by Poe, but I don't know if I read this one. Let's see. Let's change categories for now. Let's go to horror. I like horror. And them giving me a quotation by Poe just made me go to horror. Let's see. Oh, this is a long one for being the first one. Duh. I'm so bad at this. I don't know if everyone else likes horror or if people are scared of horror. I love horror and paranormal stuff. I know I might not look like it, but it's like one of my favorite genres. Let's see. Sorry, I looked aside for a second because my phone was blinking. Nothing important. Let's see. Do the have to that the with the two about the causes of life. The of life we have to the. Let's see, I think you guys should make a Discord. If one of you already have one, it will be good. Well, the thing is, we are creating a Discord slowly, but we don't have enough people yet, I think, to inaugurate it, and we have to finish defining channels and stuff. We already created a server, and we've been like trying to figure things out and stuff. It might take a little bit to have everything finished and to like start inviting people, because we are a bit shy and we are really scared that nobody will want to join, and it will be really sad if that happens. But we are working on it. Actually, we already have a server created, and we've been like trying to decide what channels do we have and all that kind of fun stuff. So hopefully by the end of the summer we will have inaugurated. We'll have the time to inaugurate it and all that. But yes, we are trying to sort things out better because we're a bit disorganized. We don't have a schedule for streaming today. I was just in the mood for it because I'm alone home, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll stream. And we will figure it out. I promise. We are working on it. We're working on a Discord server. We're working on having our social media a bit more like active, not only Twitter, because we're always on Twitter, but sometimes we forget the other social accounts and stuff like that. For now, the focus is creating content though, so everything else is kind of like a side thing that we do whenever we have the time and we can sit together to make decisions and stuff. Since we are doing everything together, we don't want to make decisions without the other. So we're working on it, yes. If you're stuck on the steps, I'll tell you actually don't need to do them with them then when I started, but you can skip it. You mean the steps of like Discord? We've used Discord before for other stuff. We have servers with friends, and I have a server with other people in Spanish who also like books, where we talk about like kind of like a book club. So we know how to use Discord. It's just a lot harder to decide what to do because we don't want to overwhelm people with a ton of channels in the server and then nobody uses any channel. or then just put only one or two channels and everything is mixed up. And but we will figure it out probably soon. We want to make a list of channels we want. We want to set up already like the roles we want to have, even if we don't have people to fill those roles yet. And we don't want to overwhelm anyone, so we have to find the right thing. Oh, I'll probably check it out after the stream to see how it is. Maybe we can see what you've done, and then that will help us figure out what do we want to do. Having more examples is always great. Thank you. I'll check it out after the stream is over. Let's see. Oof, I have no clue what it is. Go to the cafe with the not science of anatomy, but observe. I'm getting there with the codes, yay! Horror books are so good. I should actually pick my next read to be a horror book. I haven't read horror in a while. The last horror book I read I really, really liked was Hex by Thomas Alde Newe or something like that. And I highly recommend it if anyone wants to read a book and you like horrors. I am Spanish, but I'm not from Mexico. I'm from Argentina in South America, so my accent is a bit weird. And every time someone asks me, like, oh my god, do you like tacos and stuff like that? And I'm like, no, I'm not from there. Though I've tried tacos in the US. and I know I have a heavy accent and sometimes my English is not great. I'm trying to improve for this. Hopefully everyone can understand me fine. Let's see. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's super easy. There it goes. So let's see. There. Good job, me. Learning new words. I had no clue what that was. Acquainted. Okay, I didn't know it was spelled like that. My spelling is bad in English, at least. There's a few words that I never know how to spell. Every time I have to make a post on social media, I have to write it and then like check what I misspell, because there's a few things that I just always spell wrong, like definitely. I cannot spell definitely. To examine the causes of life, we must first have recourse to that. I became acquainted with the science of anatomy, but this was not sufficient. I must also observe the natural decay and corruption of the human body. I like the quotation. Oh, that's why. Frankenstein. I'm not a Frankenstein lover, but I love how it's written. I just don't care much for the story. And I know it was considered horror at the time, but I don't think it's horror. I think it's more like science fiction, really. I hope I get something more like horror-y. And not too scary, but horror-y. I want to read a horror book. I have to find a good horror book. I have some books that are paranormal that are really good in my list to be read, because I have like 20 books to be read, but I don't think I have actual horror. I'll have to look. Let's see. Hey, nice! I'm happy I'm not the only one who likes horror. Every time I tell my friends that I love horror, people look at me like, what? Horror? I don't like horror. Horror is too scary. Most people like most people like comedy and fantasy and romance, and I'm like, no, I like horror and paranormal and mystery. um, where ding, that doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound correct. I don't think this is where. There, maybe. Oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense. There was... then all the rest, huge, it was, but Dracula. I had no... Now I know what the quotations from. There was one great... all the rest here, she was noble. It's not noble? No, we already used the E. Ooh. On it was but one word, Dracula. On what great tomb? Oh, I think I get it. There was a great... No, that's not what I meant here. Tom, more lovely than all the rest. Here she was a nobly... Or need one more. There it goes! Dracula quotation. There was one great mere lordly than all the rest. Huge it was and nobly proportioned. On it was but one word, Dracula. That's a great book. It's hard to read because it's an epistolar book. That means it's like pieces of notes and like newspaper articles and letters characters send to each other. It's not like an actual lineal book that you should sit and read like a regular novel. It's just like a collection of different like scraps of papers and letters and diaries entries and stuff like that that all together make the story, and that makes it super interesting. Next. Also, I am obsessed with vampires. Oh, at least I always was when I was a teenager, and no, it has nothing to do with Twilight. I just love vampire stories, especially the more gothic, scary vampires. And if you ask Tira whenever she's here one day, she will like make fun of me because every time I say something vampire related, she'll be like, you and your vampires. Let's assume this is... No, it's not must. Okay. Let's not assume anything. Let's keep assuming. Self. In the meantime, it was... No, it could be sync too, so no, let's not do that. With such precautions, the court here to external wall could take care of itself in the meantime. Do not to rise or just to say. With such precautions, the courtiers might defiance to contention the external, okay. There, worth. External work will take care of itself. In the meantime, it was fully to grieve or to sing. There might be it. Yay, I did it! I have no clue what the quotations say, but I did it word by word. With such precautions, the courtiers might be defiant to contagion. The external world could take care of itself. In the meantime, it was fully to grieve or to sing. Okay. I didn't recognize it. I like that story. I actually read another book that mentioned this story not too long ago, and that made me go and reread it. I am. This could be well or hell. Oh, to tell that it will. I am now going to tell you something so strange that it will require all of your faith. It will require all of your faith in my veracity. No, it can be a C. Can it be? Yes. Veracity to believe. Yes, that one's super easy. I am now going to tell you something so strange that it will require all of your faith in my veracity to believe my story. Oh, that's a good book. I actually feel like there's a ton of classic books that start with phrases and quotations similar to this one. When a character goes there and tells another character, you will not believe what I have to tell you, and then the story actually starts. I feel like I can think of like a bunch of stories that start like that. Let's see. Let's assume it's of this. Such is the of this superstition. Such this superstition which has furnished no, that's not their material for a wild story that of shadows and vision of shadows and the spectre is known. I did it! That was super easy! Such is the general purport of this legendary superstition, which has furnished material for many a while in that region of shadows, and the spectre is known at all the country far side by the name of the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. I have a problem with this book. The movie based on this book has horror and it's a bit gory and it's great and the effects are magnificent for the time. So I really, really like the movie. And then I tried to read the book and it was the most boring thing I ever read in my life. It was not horror, it wasn't scary, it barely had any supernatural. It was a big, big deception to me. And I don't know, it's like I was expecting a lot more from this story. It's like it has so much potential, and it's been like people made parodies and like stuff like that of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow so many times, and the Headless Horseman, and the original book is just so boring. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Let's see, one more horror. Oh, it's not what I thought there. Stayed and let's see. Boom into the boom, the volume. It started up and flung the boom into the fireplace. The volume very great and will open on the hearth and the firestone if you blah 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 blah. Opening words. This is so easy. I started up and flung the book into the fireplace. The volume struck the buried grate and fell open on the hearth in the firelight. If I had not caught a glimpse of the opening words in the second act, I should have never finished it. The King in Yellow. I actually never heard of this one. Ooh, after the stream I might look it up to see if I can read it, if it sounds good. A classic horror book, I don't know. Sounds great. And let's check just one more category for today. We have children, sci-fi, drama, notable, mystery, and horror. I'm not much into sci-fi or drama, so let's check notable. I have no clue what this could be. Let's try. Real. World was wild and field of bears and who's no those who had the courage to go, let's see, hopes and fears of sensations and blah 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 blah, waited those who had the courage to go forth into the expanse. Excitement up there. Did I use the ammo? Yes. Sick. Remembered. I remember that the real world was wide and that very fields of hope and fears of sensations. They're wide and there are fields of hope and fears, sensation, excitement awaited those who had the courage to go forth into this expanse to seek real knowledge of life amidst its perils. Okay, let's see. Oh, I like this book. This was actually the first book I ever read on my own when I was little, because it was at my grandma's house and I just picked it out of the bookshelf one day that I was bored and I read it. I don't remember much right now, but I know I like it, and then I read it when I was a bit older. Next. Heaven, blah blah blah. We need never be ashamed of our fears, our tears, for they are rain upon the abandoned dust of earth. Okay. Heaven knows we need never be ashamed of our tears, for they are rain upon the. Sorry. Um, the blinding dust of earth overlying our hearts. Let's see, what's this for? Great Expectations. I actually don't know if I read. I think I read a shorter, like a British version of it for my English class when I was learning English. But I'm not sure. I know I had to read a few Dickens books for my English class, but like a British shortened version when I was younger because my professor loved Dickens. But I don't remember if I read Great Expectations or not. Next, please. This is probably without. I was within and without simultaneously, enchanting and something by the inaccessible of life. What did I do there? No, that's not what I wanted. I misclick on the keyboard. And repelled by the inaccessible variety of life. There it goes. I was within and without, simultaneously enchanted and repelled by the inexhaustible variety of life. Doesn't sound familiar. The Great Gatsby. Blah! I hate The Great Gatsby and I really hate Scott Fitzgerald. And it has nothing to do with him as an author. He was an awful person. He was a terrible, terrible man. He locked his wife in a madhouse or whatever it's called just because they were fighting a lot and she wanted to leave him and he didn't want to deal with the shame of being left by his wife. And then the place where she was being held caught on fire and he kind of had her locked there and nobody ever rescued her, so she died. He was a terrible man, a terrible husband, and it's something you can clearly see in his books. This is one of those authors that will like cosify women and treat them like objects on stories too. So I will never recommend anyone to read this book. In fact, if you want to read horror, you should read Scott Fitzgerald's biography. That is horror. Next, please. It is blah 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 blah. It is this is the beginning of Pride and Prejudice. Is it a Jude Uni Berkeley acknowledge that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. That is one I actually know by heart, and not because I like the book that much, but because it's kind of like a meme in the literacy world. Like everyone knows that beginning of the book. And there's a lot of books that actually take that this is a truth universally acknowledged that blah 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 and make it into like a new phrase, like copying this. Yay! No surprise there. he is more than I am. Made of himself. That's myself. He is more myself than I am. In there. Our souls are made of. He said mine are the same. Oh, this is from Wuthering Heights. I have an actual like coffee mug that has this quotation like printed on it. I'm almost certain this is Wuthering Heights. He's more myself than I am. Whatever our soul are made of, his and mine are the same. I'm amazed that I'm recognizing some finally. Wuthering Heights, yes. I actually really, really like this book. I hate the characters, but I love the book and I love how the characters are meant to be hated. It's not like you hate them because the author was like from a different time or anything. The author wanted you to hate them and you do hate them. It's a great book, and the movie from the 90s, it's incredible because it's really, really faithful to the story and a lot easier to follow than the book. The book can be a bit confusing if you're not used to reading classics. So if you want to see anything about Wuthering Heights, I actually and weirdly would recommend people to watch the movie from the 90s first and then read the book after to understand it better. And yes, I know, when I talk about books, I get like super passionate. I love them. I'm sorry. I'm such a bookworm. Next. And this is number 6. I think this is the last one I'm doing for this notable. And I might do just one more category. I don't know if I will do all. It would be nice if I could get 6 of each category tonight. But I don't know. It might be too much. You're probably bored of me right now. This is nothing. Nowadays, people know. Oh, the price of everything. I know this one too. And the value of nothing. Ha, yes, I know this one too. The Picture of Dorian Gray is actually my favorite book ever, and I know it has some things that are not great, but there's something about it I love it, especially after reading. Well, let's put it this way. I studied Oscar Wilde like super in depth a lot of times. I read like I have the version of the original unedited manuscript printed by Harvard of The Picture of Dorian Gray that is really different to the one copy that you can always buy everywhere else. The book was censored like 3 times on the author's life because it had some gay connotations really obvious. And it was incredible like how different the original version is from the published version that we all know. And the book is just incredible. When the author was asked, he was being judged by the book by people in London or Ireland, I don't remember, because of the morals of the book, and he was asked about it and about the characters and everything. When he said something in the lines of Dorian, Henry is how people think I am. Dorian is who I wish I was, and Basil is who I actually am. So it's kind of like he put himself in every character. He put a lot of himself in this book, and I don't know, there's so much. I could talk about Dorian Gray and Oscar Wilde for hours, so let's go to the next one before I get out of track. I can bore you with this. I wrote a bunch of like essays and stuff for college about him. To love or to have loved. Oof. It's like I know this quotation in Spanish. I don't know it in English. No, that's not correct. Oh, fly. Yeah. To love or to have love. This. There is no other. To be found in the shadows. Again. Demand nothing more. To love or to have love. This suffices. Demand nothing more. There is no other pearl to be found in the shadow. Falls of life. I don't remember what the quotation is for though. I just know I've read this. Oh, that's Miserables. Yep, that is why I don't remember it. This book is like super long, and it took me like 4 months to finish it. It was so long ago. I have like 2 copies of it, and they're really nice. Oh, I did more than I wanted to. Children, sci-fi, and drama. I'm not doing all of them, but I would like to do at least one more. Children? Let's try children. Oh. And but it has and what? Let's see. Beginning to get on the and having to do twice have I'm super lost on this into the conversations. Oh, Alice in Wonderland? No. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank. I think it was bank. And of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeked into the book. Yes, Alice in Wonderland. Hey, hi Sakura Heart. Today it's just me streaming, and I was telling everyone before, since this is like a rainy Saturday afternoon and I wanted to read a book but I didn't know which book, I decided to play a game about decoding some quotations from classic books, because it's super like relaxing and I love classic books. And now we're doing the children one. So this is Alice in Wonderland. And this also helps me practice my English and my spelling somehow, because I read most of these books in Spanish when I was younger. Next, let's see. I think you wouldn't want to have it hung. Unhappy if you only know. Oh, knew it probably. So this is you. There it goes. I think you are wrong to want a heart. Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Yes. It makes most people unhappy. If you only knew it, you're in luck not to have a heart. The Wizard of Oz. Yay! I love when I can recognize some of this. I feel like good. I have a really nice box set of The Wizard of Oz divided by every single book, and they're all hardcovers, and they made like a nice picture on the spines, and one day I might put a picture on Twitter. I actually might put a picture on Twitter later today with all the classic books and books I have, because I am kind of like a bookaholic. I might not be good at video games, but I'm good at reading. Let's assume this is day. So this might be that. No, that's not that. No. Think. Man. Then they eat with then they see it. Then it is known. No. And done. Okay. For this is refused to see. At first, people refuse to believe that okay, it's actually strange thing man can be done. Then they begin to hope it. Oh, this is not. This is can. Okay, thing can be done. The strange thing can be done. Then they begin to hope it can be done. Then they see it can be done. Then it is done, and all the world wonder why it was not done before. I actually don't know what it's for. Yes, we're getting a lot of rain today. It was really nice. Yesterday, it was super hot out here. Like, we had all air conditioners on and it was still super hot in the house. It was insane. And then today it suddenly got super cold to the point where you wanted to close windows and put on a hoodie and stuff. We actually did some yard work in the morning because it was like cloudy and windy and not hot at all. And now it's raining, and since it was afternoon and all that, I was like, nice relaxing afternoon with rain. I was actually hoping I will see real snails outside, and I couldn't find the thing though. Because of course I would like to see some around here. I think I've never seen snails in this house though, like on the yard or anything. It's a bit sad for the snail cafe. Let's see, what's this book from? The Secret Garden. I don't think I've read The Secret Garden. Maybe I should. I think I have a copy. I'm sure. I don't know. I'll have to check later. Next, this is number 4. They're not helping me much on this one. Huh. Let's assume this is a T. This is probably... no. Nothing. If I'm super lost to this one. This can be a T then. This may be an... Oh, this... Oh, there's an apostrophe here. I'm not seeing it. Don't know. We said it was live. No, it's not L. What am I saying? Mm, think that a lot and in think that if I was like last. Oh, this is Anna Green Gables, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't remember. There's a lot of different. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, so I'm not completing that. Let's see. There's a lot of different. Yes, me think that it is why I am this is a you, so this is such. There's such a lot of different ants in me. I sometimes think that it is why I'm such a troublemaker person. If I was just the one ant, it would be ever so much more comfortable, but then it wouldn't be half so interesting. It's been a few months since it rained. Wow! I can't imagine that here it rains a lot all year. It's kind of like ridiculous. We have like 3 or 4 days that are super nice and sunny, and then a week of rain, and then a few days that are sunny, and then like another week of rain. Sometimes it's way too much rain. But yeah, rain is nice in a sense, but when it gets too much, it's hard because I don't know if you have like a yard or something, but we have a yard and cutting the grass, it's annoying. And when it rains so much, the grass gets super tall, super fast, and it's really hard to cut because it never finished drying. So you have to cut it when it's still a bit wet, and then it gives you trouble. So rain is fine, but I wouldn't want to have rain more than like once every 10 days if possible. Um, let's see. Next one. This is 5 out of 6 because I like doing things of each. I love rain. It depends. I love rain when I don't have like if I'm out and I don't have anything on me, like I can just walk under the rain, sit under the rain, or just open the window and smell like the wet like grass and all that. That is nice for the rain. But I live a long time in a city where you're like just running from one place to the other, and when it rains too much in a city, it's disgusting because you take public transportation and everything is wet, everyone is wet. You have like your stuff on you and your phone can get wet, the book you're reading can get wet. It's really annoying. And going with umbrellas all around the city, people like hitting you with their umbrellas and stuff like that, is so annoying. So I like the rain sometimes and depending on the situation. Definitely not loving rain if you're on vacation though. That is a no. A definitely no. um, let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Let's assume this is a dog. No, that's definitely not what it is. I think. I am actually really lost on this one. Who? Want? Let's see. Warn. No, I'm definitely doing something wrong here. I think I might need a hint. I'm sorry. I am super bad at this one. Okay. So soon, I assume. So this is not whole. That is not the one hint I wanted, I guess. Help me. Two. What other teeth did we put? Let's see. So this one has to be an event. But that doesn't make any sense. What am I doing wrong? Oh, this is hour. Her hour? So. Fire been breaking out because of no rain. Oh, that is bad. Where my dad lives in Latin America, they also had that problem last summer. That is really, really scary. And there's not much people can do. I don't understand much how that works in every area. But from what I understand, like, there's like, I don't know if it's an organization or something that's supposed to go through the forest before the really dry season starts to make sure this doesn't happen. But when I hear stuff like this in the news, like every year somewhere, is super scary. I can't imagine fire breaking out like that and seeing them or seeing the smoke. That sounds terrifying. I really, really hope it gets to rain soon then. I don't know if you have like a rain season or a rain month there, or like when will that be, but that is super scary. Oh, Serena the touching a cloud that did. Was she cool? Though so far off to help. The moon, serene and detached in a cloudless sky, did what she could to so far off to help them in their quest till her hour came and she sank earthward reluctantly and left them, and mystery once more held the field and the river. I have no clue what this one is actually. The Wind and the Willows. I have never heard of this story. Maybe it's like a classic here, but it's not a classic where I grew up. Ooh, this is the last one for this category for children's. She look. And soon. They all seem to have and soon they were to her like, oh, right, let's see. They look up at the mountain top till they all seem to have faces. I don't know this one either. I think. Let's see. Reveal the book and title. Heidi. I only watched the old anime for Heidi. I never read the book, though I have it, so I should read it. I don't think I like it though. Maybe I'll read it to our daughter when she's a bit older. Back. So we did adventure. We did children. We are just missing sci-fi and drama. Since I don't care much for these genres, instead of doing 6 of each, I will only do 3 of each, and that will be the end. Let's see. Let's start with sci-fi. 3 of sci-fi. This is the first one, really? Da? Future. Okay. Okay. Looking at... No, not looking, but looking at these stars, suddenly by and all the means of terrestrial life I saw it of there, and Fatima, all the travel from distance, and the slow, inevitable twist of their movements out of now as into no, this is past. This is past. I did it! Have no clue what this is about because I don't really read sci-fi much. The Time Machine. I actually read The Time Machine and I really didn't like it. I don't like anything by Wells. I read this author, like 3 books by this author, and I didn't like either. Science fiction is just not for me. Tira loves science fiction though. She really likes a lot of science fiction books, but I don't. They're not for me. I'm not good with technology, not in real life, not in books either. One more. Let's see. One morning. Oh, yes, the Metamorphosis. I don't remember his last name. Walk. Dream. He found himself transformed in his bed into a horrible... when Gregor Samsa woke up in the... There. Yes, this one I know. I actually love this book. I love The Metamorphosis. It's like one of my favorite classics. But it's not for everyone, definitely. I wouldn't have liked it as a teenager. I like it now as an adult because I can analyze a lot of things about it that is like, wow. It's like my mind explodes when I understand things in this book. I need to read more things by Kafka though. I haven't read many because they're not hard. They're not as easy to find as I hope here. Last one on science fiction. Let's see. It's not okay. No. Let's see. I'm so close. Is to be. No, that's not the D. Dude, uh, in the soul, maybe? No. Oh, yeah, that could be. And good and evil are so close as to be chained together in the soul. Yes. Let's see, I just read whatever I saw was interesting. Um, I've always been a really, really big reader. My grandfather loved to read and had a lot of books home. My dad is an editor. My mom loves to read mysteries. So I just grew up in a family where everyone loves books and to read, so I loved it too. And I started with classics. At some point when I was like 11, my mom bought me Harry Potter. And I was like, why are you giving me this book for children? I read books for adults like classics. And I was really mad. But then I enjoyed it and I opened myself to read almost everything. There's a few genres that I don't really like much. Like, I don't like science fiction and I don't like romance as much if it's like mixed with like other genres. But I can appreciate almost every kind of book as long as I like the style of the author. There's a few sci-fi books that I like, of course, even if it's not a genre I love. And there's a few romance books that I like too, even if it's not a genre I normally love. I guess it depends on a lot of things. The hardest thing for me to read right now are like the young adult books, those super popular ones, like that are everywhere. Because I feel like everyone who writes them, or not everyone, most people who are writing like those young adult books are not thinking of the book and are not thinking of like loving the book, but they're only thinking about finding the formula that sells the most. So I feel like a lot of those books just don't have a soul. Like, they don't seem like written with passion. So I have some trouble finding good young adult books, though there are some definitely. But I like reading. I like reading almost everything. And I wouldn't mind every once in a while when I find a book I really, really like to post it on Twitter as a recommendation because I could talk about books all day, every day of my life. Um, I'm just that kind of person. Books are like my life. Such a nerd. um, what is this from? The Strange Case on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, I like it. I like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I haven't read it in a long, long time, but I like it. That was the third one? Yes, so let's go back to do the last three ones. The last three ones will be drama. Let's see. Drama. Play. Last three ciphers. And not. Then I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I'm probably doing something wrong here. To any, above all, this and eat this probably not. Night. The date will not then be. This is written in like an more like old English style, and I'm not good at it. This is so hard. I guess that what happens when you choose drama. And something people normally confuse when you're talking about books. Drama doesn't mean that it's dramatic or it has like a lot of like unnecessary drama. Drama is theater technically. So if this is classified correctly, this is just part of a play. I mean, true. Disable all. The thing on self be true and it might follow as the night of day. True. Against I actually don't know what the last letter is. There's not many letters left, so there. Let's see, what the hell is this? This about all to sing on self to be true and it must follow as the night of day though can have no clue what this means. I should this. I was in a vampire book reading phase for a week, then stopped while in high school. I really like my vampires book, but I love things more like I don't know. I love the Anne Rice vampires, like the Vampire Chronicles and stuff like that. Like more like classic gothic vampires and whatever. I actually bought one of the Vampire Chronicles book not knowing it was part of a saga. I read it not knowing that and I still loved it. And then I figured out it was a saga and I bought the whole saga and I just devoured it. I really, really like vampires. I find them really interesting as creatures. Though, of course, I understand that it will be impossible. If we follow the canon of how vampires work, it will be impossible for them to exist just by the explanation itself. I remember having reading in a book like a theory of like how it was mathematically impossible for vampires to exist, and I really, really enjoyed it at the time. But like I haven't read many good vampire books. They're hard to find. Most time when you think of vampires, you can either find like sexy vampires or you have the classic that I've already read, or there's like a bunch of indie authors who write vampires that can be really good. But finding good vampire books is getting harder and harder. Though I have a feeling, since I read a lot and stuff and I'm a lot in like the reading community, I have a feeling that vampires are coming back. Like the trend of reading and writing about vampires is coming back really soon. And I don't know if I should be excited or worried about it. Yep, Hamlet, that's what I would have never guessed that. I don't think I will dare to read Shakespeare in English. It sounds super hard for my like English level. Maybe in a few years. In this drama section, I'm just like guessing what words are. I'm not even trying to figure out what the message is because I know I won't understand it. I feel so stupid. Right? Maybe? No. Out? Off? I even did a classing of Nosferatu. Nosferatu was great. I watched the movie for school for Nosferatu and I really enjoyed it at the time. I also really like the old Dracula movies. The one with Bela Lugosi, I think it is. I have a DVD, like I bought the official like DVD that was like made in like a bit higher quality and everything. I just really like that kind of stories. And of course I like Dracula by Bram Stoker and stuff. When I was in Argentina, there's a musical from Dracula that is like amazing. It's been running for like 25 years. Like every few years they do it again and again and again, and it's like everyone's favorite musical. And I think I've watched that musical in Argentina at least 30 times when I was there. I even became friends with someone in the orchestra, and she gave me a lot of free tickets every time there were free tickets, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll watch it again. I have the DVD of that musical signed by the actors and everything. Oh yeah, as long as it isn't Twilight. When I was like 13, 14, I really enjoyed Twilight. And then I tried to read it again a few years ago and I realized everything that was wrong with it. So I respect the saga in the sense that it got a lot of people my age to start reading, and now they're reading other stuff. So I respect the fact that it made a lot of teens become readers. In that sense, I think Twilight did a good job because it opened up to the genre for like teenagers and young adults with like fantasy and paranormal and stuff. So I respect what it did. I don't think it did it correctly, but it was a pioneer. Because before Twilight, there wasn't anything like that. And then after Twilight became a hit, a lot of paranormal romances and stuff started floating like the shelves and the bookstores, and everyone wanted to read that kind of stuff. So even if Twilight has a lot of issues, I think a lot of people owe their love for reading to Twilight. So I kind of respect that. Not the movies. I hate the movies. The movies are no. Do not talk about the movies. They're banned. um, this is probably all wrong here. I have no clue what any of this is. I hate this. World? Maybe? Oh, yes. Maybe? And since I'm somehow getting it. Ever since I have run up and down, wounding, fight. That's myself. I have nobody. Yay! I have no clue what it says, but I did it. I am Rat. I had neither father nor mother. I leaped out of a lion's mouth when I was scarce half an hour old, and ever since I have run up and down the world with this case of rapiers, wounding myself when I had nobody to fight withal. Sure, I don't know what it is. The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. I never read this, sorry. I'm not much of a drama reader. So, well, this will be the last one tonight. Let's see, let's try to figure this one out. And I didn't have to use as many hints. I think I used 2 or 3 total. So I'm not as bad. I feel relieved now. Oh. Let's see. Other maybe. What? No, it's not fate. Okay. What life? Then will we? No. Oh, this is not the nice, is it? I maybe? No, that has to be there. What rose is sweet? Oh. That's no. What we hmm. Smell, because if we're talking about roses, it has to be smell. Will smell a sweet. Other name? What's in a name? That's what we. What's in a name? That which we call a rose. And it will smell sweet. Any involved by. I did it! We finished the last one of the night! That was a lot of fun. What is in a name that which we call a rose by any other name will smell as sweet? Where is this from? Romeo and Juliet. I don't remember it. When I was in middle school, we were forced to read Romeo and Juliet like out loud in class, and they will assign us characters, and we will have to like read it as if we were the characters, all out loud in the class, taking turns. It was really awkward because we were really young, but it was fun. Well, I think that was really, really fun. At least for me, it was super relaxing. I love this like thing of like decoding and trying to figure out what the books are, and I really enjoy this kind of games. I know they're not the games people normally like, but it's totally my type of game. If you could see my Steam library, you will figure out that my games are super weird and they're not at all the games that people will normally like. Just to name a few, because I don't have as many games. I have Baba Is You, that is a puzzle solving, like really nice by an indie studio from Spain. I have all the tropical games because I like those like simulation games. I have Stardew Valley that I really like. What else do I have? I have one where you're like simulating that you're becoming an influencer, a YouTuber, or something like that. I haven't played it yet. I got it like yesterday or the day before, and that's probably something I wanna play soon. I have a few visual novels. I got I Love You, Colonel Sanders by from Kentucky Fried Chicken that I almost played today, and most of my games are related to like slowly solving puzzles. Not like complicated puzzles like in Zelda, just like relaxing puzzles, kind of like life simulators like Stardew Valley, managing stuff like the Roller Coaster Tycoon, and well, yeah, that my Steam library is not like the most exciting one, but I love every game I have there, so I will probably stream again at some point. It will be hard for Tira and I to find times where we can both stream together, though we want to do that at some point. So we will be on and off taking turns to stream whenever one of us is free and like not working, not taking care of the baby and stuff like that. Today was my turn, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for stopping by, even if you stopped by a few minutes or if you stay for a long time, if you commented on the chat, or if you stay silent watching how I epically fail at picking letters. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really enjoy doing this, and I hope I can start doing it more often. Sorry if I am a bit shy and I need more practice. I did my best, I promise. And I will get better as I keep doing it. So, thank everyone. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you can read a good book. And if you ever want book recommendations, you can always come to me. You tell me what are you in the mood for, and I'll let you know what you might like. To end the stream, since it is Pride Month, I want to recommend a book that I really like and I'm reading right now. That is Gideon the Ninth, or the Ninth, or whatever it's pronounced. The best way to describe this book is that there are two lesbian necromancers trying to solve a mystery in a haunted palace in space. So it's paranormal, it's fantasy, it is sci-fi, it is LGBTQ, and it's written really, really, really good. So it's a super interesting book, and it has a mystery. If you want something super unique, that it can get anyone hooked, I highly recommend it. It's called Gideon the Ninth. I don't remember the name of the author right now, though. But I'll probably post it on Twitter with a few other recommendations, either later today or tomorrow or whatever. So thank you everyone for coming. I won't take any more of your time. Have a super nice weekend, and don't forget to check out the snailcafe.com for all our social media. Bye bye!